Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chorizo Bros. We have a first for you today. It's the first time the three of us have done a video together. You're usually rocking with Brandon or maybe Jeremy, or it's just you and I, and same deal. It's either you and I, or you, me, and Brandon, or you, me, and Jeremy.
100%, yeah.
But this is the first time it's the three of us.
Fuck yeah, Chris.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so we got a first for us, and this kind of came out of nowhere. My experience with this book and this movie is I've heard about Mystic River for years, and it's always kind of been at the back of my mind. That's something I need to read. Because everybody that's read it, I follow a lot of book review pages and stuff like that. So everybody that's read it that I respect, whose opinion I respect, has been like, this book fucking kicks ass. So
and it does.
Finally picked it up, and as soon as I picked it up, I talked to you about it. Mm-hmm. I was like, dude, this book is amazing. I just want to get off my shift so I can go read it. And then you were like, dude, it fucking kicks ass. The movie does too.
It's funny you mentioned that because when you brought up that you were reading the book, I was like, damn, dude, I remember watching that movie when I was in college like 20 years ago, and I was like, man, that movie kicks so much ass. I remember it winning Academy Awards, and then it just like, I just forgot about it. Yeah. And you brought it up again, and it was just like,
oh man, that was awesome. Yeah.
That was something that was really kick ass back like 20 years ago. Let's revisit that shit, man. That's awesome.
And then I knocked it out in like 3 or 4 nights.
Whoa.
I couldn't, dude. And it's not necessarily small.
It's pretty fast.
Yeah, and I was just like, because I kept wanting to. I'm like, whoa. He ends each. Dennis Lehane, who I've got a lot of his books all over the place here,
dude.
Is like he ends each chapter with like gripping you and being like, it leaves just enough to where you want to keep going, but it doesn't reveal the thing.
Dude, exactly.
So that you want to know when we get back to Dave's perspective, what is he thinking? You know? So what we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to go full on spoilers. This is definitely not something you're going to want to watch or read with knowing the spoiler. So it's kind of a big reveal. We do not want to ruin that for you. So we're going to recommend that if you're going to check this out,
at least read the book or watch a movie beforehand.
Exactly. Yeah. We're not apologizing for spoilers.
No.
All right. So let's get to it. Chris, you got involved in this because I was kind of raving about this book.
I never
and
heard
this
of
movie.
this.
Exactly. So
I've never heard of this ever.
Never heard of the book. Never heard of the movie.
Anything about this.
And so in passing, I told Chris, I was like, hey, I'm reading this book. Me and Aryan are talking about this. You got a day off or a night off and you want to check out a cool new movie, check it out. So what was your experience?
I went into it thinking something completely different. Let's say that. But I came out really appreciating what it's about and what I looked into what the writer likes to write about, and it's very anxiety inducing, but it's also very gripping. You don't want to stop.
What did you expect when I was like, hey, check out Mr. Because I didn't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah. Just hearing the name, I was thinking something, a little magical, something a little less.
Oh, mystic, like fantasy or something?
Fantasy.
Yeah.
A little less.
Totally not that.
Crime, thriller kind of thing.
Way off of that, yeah.
And then you see this kid getting taken in a police truck or car.
Right.
What a way to start it. Jeez.
Yeah, it gets you right off the bat.
Opening scene's gripping. Yeah. Cold, gripping, polarizing, hits a lot of subject matters that a lot of people don't like to talk about.
And I was thinking, how's it gonna get magical?
No,
yeah. Right? When does the magic happen?
There's nothing mystic about this, right?
Right.
I think you mentioned this a little bit earlier about watching this with some of your family members earlier. Like, where does Mystic River fall in there? Where's the mystic part in this movie, man?
It's called the water that runs by there.
Right. Throw him in the
Mystic River. I threw him in the Mystic.
Throw him in the Mystic.
Which is weird. I watched this as of filming yesterday to get ready for this with my mom and my sister, and my sister ended up really liking it. My mom didn't care for it too much, and I was really just shocked by that because I think everyone else that's seen it or read it has rated it pretty fucking high.
Right.
So that was a little bit shocking, but it stands to reason that it's not going to be for some people. So I get it.
I think, like you said, it's a very male-oriented movie.
Yeah, before we started filming, we kind of talked about that. What are your thoughts on that? The fact that this is maybe geared more towards a male audience.
Well, when you said that, the first thing I thought was this is 3 completely different guys that were all friends together growing up. Mm-hmm. They turned out so different. You have one person that's like a mob boss. You have a police detective, and you have this I guess, just reserved, almost recluse. He seems like he wouldn't be going out much.
Mm-hmm.
And you get these different points of view randomly throughout the movie of and it all ties together at the end. I think it does a really good job of keeping you gripped that way, keeping you in.
Yeah, it leaves a lot of ends and kind of ties it up as it goes.
All three of them are dudes that struggle, right? Going forward into their adult lives because of the one event of Dave going to that car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Had any of those other guys have gotten in that car, right? Would the events have been different? Say Jimmy going in that car instead of Dave, which should have been different. Say if Sean went in that car, which should have been different, right? We don't really know because the weirdest one of that group went in the car.
The weirdest?
Well, you could say it turned him into that.
Yeah, that's where I would land. He seemed like a normal kid.
He seemed like a normal kid, but the way
somebody even comments.
If I'm not mistaken,
looks like damaged goods to me. Someone even comments that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm not mistaken,
when he escapes,
the way the book explains it, he was like kind of already the outcast of those two kids, already hanging out, right?
Okay, fair enough. We're talking about the book,
the book and the movie in general,
sure.
Right? Like Sean and Jimmy.
It's not clear that.
Like Sean and Jimmy,
their relationship is portrayed very different in the.
It is
in the beginning of the movie.
They're very friendly.
There's like a part where Jimmy jumps onto the like train tracks or subway tracks or something. Remember? That's like that happens at the very beginning of it.
Of the book?
They're hanging out. Yeah, they're hanging out, and then Jimmy like jumps into the tracks, and everybody's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then they hear it because maybe a ball falls down there or something, and they're like, "Dude, don't fucking do that," because it's portraying Jimmy as a rebellious sort.
Right.
Yeah.
So it does give us a little bit of backstory on these kids before anything happens. But how it's portrayed in the movie is kind of perfect, I thought.
It's pretty simple. I mean,
you don't need much. You don't need much.
Well, what you said did remind me of, there's that one quote in the movie. I don't remember his name. The detective is like, what if he like imagines that they all got in the car that day and they're all still there. This is their imagination. What happens in the movie is all just imaginary. They're still stuck in there and they're just thinking of what their lives would have turned out like.
They do that a lot in the book too, is they kind of have their imaginations and their you know how we like daydream? There's a little bit of that in the book. He gets very much into the thoughts of these characters. We see a little bit of Celeste, Dave's wife. Yeah. We see Annabeth.
I think Celeste, not to cut you off, I think Celeste's
Katie.
Character is one of the most interesting characters.
Oh yeah,
in the book.
Oh yeah,
and movie.
She's kind of the crux. She's kind of the crux of the story.
She really is. Yeah, she's like the not the linchpin, but like
no, she is. She definitely is. Like, I think it's a fair thing to say. You almost said it, and it's you hesitated, but you shouldn't have. It's legit. She is like probably the most important character in the story.
She's how she handles Dave and how she handles Jimmy is pretty like detrimental to how the story plays out throughout the movie.
It's integral.
Book.
Yeah. We understand her a bit more in the book. We get some perspectives from her. We understand why she makes the choices that she makes.
I can't remember if it is in the book, but definitely in the movie, Dave's fate is determined by her words.
Yeah.
It is.
Absolutely is.
Right?
Yeah.
Wild.
Well, it's both. It's kind of all three of them. You know, Sean to a lesser extent, but it's also part of the reason why Jimmy gets back into the life. Because you're under the impression by the ending of this movie, and I'm going to say a little bit more of the movie stuff because Chris saw that. But the ending of this movie, that the conversation he has with his wife at the end is he's gonna get right. She goes, "You can be a king."
That was kind of weird.
No, this is definitely something I thought was portrayed really bad in the movie.
In the book or in the movie?
Well, he only saw the movie, so I'm just basing it off of that.
Are you talking about the ending right now?
Mm-hmm. Yes, where
the way
she gets all turned on by him being like
a crime boss.
Yeah, so it's leading you to believe, because when we see him at the parade, he's kind of dressed up in that like gangster outfit still. So by visual cues, you're supposed to think he's back in the life. So again, not only did this seal her husband's fate and fuck her own family up, but it also got Jimmy to do something that it got him into the criminal life again. He killed someone who could have just been one of his good friends because of misinformation. So she is the most important person, I think, in this story.
Are you talking about Annabeth now?
No, I'm talking about Celeste. I'm saying it changed Jimmy enough that it also affected Jimmy into making him a killer again. Sure. So it changed them both. It got rid of her husband and then it changed him. If she had not talked to Jimmy about that, the police would have just solved this.
Yeah.
Easily.
And he would have still been without Katie, but he would have had the closure of finding who killed his daughter.
Oh my gosh, the face he makes when the detective, I forget his name, the detective Kevin Bacon.
Sean.
Right?
Sean Devine.
Weird name, but
Divine.
Lawrence Fishburne's name is Whitey.
That's his wife?
Huh?
Who's
Lawrence Fishburne, the black guy?
Lawrence Fishburne?
Oh!
Morpheus?
I didn't know.
Kevin Bacon's partner.
Kevin Bacon's partner.
Yeah. His character is called Whitey.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a white guy in the book, which is really funny. His name is still Whitey. Anyway, what were you saying? Hang on, what were you saying?
Yeah, when he goes up to...
when Kevin Bacon makes a face, when what happens?
He sees... Oh my god, I don't remember any of their names.
It's okay.
The mob boss.
Okay,
he's talking
Jimmy.
He's talking to Jimmy, and he's like, are you going to pay them $500 too?
Oh yeah.
And just like that, damn.
Because he knows, man. He knew what Jimmy did. He knew what Jimmy did to Brendan's and Mute Ray's dad.
Yeah,
right.
Ray Jr.
Yeah, Ray Jr. He knows the whole shebang. He knows how Jimmy is. When Sean looks at Jimmy and gives him the point and gun, he knows that all he needs is just a little bit of evidence to grab him. It seems like if they were to make a sequel to that movie, that's what the sequel would be, man. Or
no sequel.
Huh?
No sequel.
No.
I'm anti-sequel on this.
No, of course. But I'm just saying, out of
that's what would be next.
If they were to continue that story, the story would be Sean and Jimmy going at it. If they were to continue.
Well, it's a good because it doesn't, because Clint Eastwood does it through glances.
Mm-hmm.
It's communicated through glances, because you can go either way with this, because I have two being friendly, being like, psh, like jokingly, like, it's just like a hey or what's up or whatever.
Just let it slide.
But there is a tone of, it could be I'm coming to get you, or it could be it's a friendly,
just let it slide.
I got you. I could have got you.
I know you did it, but
here's the thing too. Now this is a conversation they have at the beginning of the film. Whenever the vehicle is found, Katie's vehicle, there's a quick line where it's like, it's not state, it's city, or it's not city, it's state.
They argue the jurisdiction of
jurisdiction of who's going to be involved in the case. Is Dave's case going to be his or not?
Interesting.
Because he might not be even able to investigate.
That's a very interesting plot hole.
It's not a plot hole. It's just because we don't know what he's going to do. It doesn't matter. The story's done.
You kind of get to figure it out yourself.
The story, you can decide for yourself. Does he pursue this or not? Like, do you guys think he pursued it?
I think he would.
I think he would too.
I think
I definitely think Divine would.
His morals, he would do it.
Or his wife just came back.
Oh, he's just done. He's just gonna relax.
Maybe he can just be
safe.
like, I don't need to be fucking around with Jimmy. That could be dangerous for me.
His wife just didn't talk.
That was one of the things. So let me talk about a couple of the negatives that I had about this movie, and it's not a lot. Overall, I think the movie is great, and I would recommend it to a lot of people.
The movie definitely doesn't do justice to the book.
No, because this book is almost perfect.
The book is.
It's like perfect. I
said 4.5, right? When we were talking earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like 4.75. Like
it's almost
okay.
Dude, it's incredible.
It's like 4.85. It's like so goddamn good. It's a really good book, man.
Yeah, so the movie.
It's a great book. It's a great fucking book,
dude. If you are looking for a cool crime thriller to read,
it's also if you don't like to read, it's 15 hours on the audiobook. So there you go. It's really not that bad, honestly. And it's such a good audiobook and such a good read as a regular book that, like, you'll get through it.
Yeah, it's very approachable. I was thinking, we were talking about how masculine the story is. This reminded me a lot of Lonesome Dove in terms of how it's written. It's not about a journey. It's not about cowboys or anything. It's not like historical fiction or anything like that. But it is approachable.
Very approachable.
It's approachable. The writing style is not hard. Everything is easy to understand. There are some really cool lines, badass lines, and he writes in a way where you just want to keep going. And that I have to give him some.
I respect that.
I have to holler at Larry McMurtry on that one because it very much felt like Lonesome Dove style.
So
but as far
very
as
well written.
As far as negatives on the movie, and again, I said it was great, so there's not really much here. But there were a couple things that I was like, they could have left that out, or they could have had some reworking, some things that stuck out that I didn't really care for. So the conversation that Sean has with his wife, or lack thereof, I thought
I agree.
They could have left that out of the movie entirely.
I agree. If in the book, it's done very well because in the book, they go into the characters' heads. They touched upon it so lightly in the movie that they should have either gone full force with it or leave it out completely.
They didn't talk
They should have left
about
it out.
the phone calls, why they were happening.
Right.
They didn't explain that.
Right.
And I was like, okay, just don't worry about it. Or the why he likes vampires or werewolves. Trying to think. Those are the two.
That was kind of random in the book too.
Those are two.
So in the
No,
book,
it's not. It's not
most.
random in the book. It's
why
it's
they didn't like vampires?
It's a defense mechanism.
Okay.
He's equating what he says is that he had to turn the boy into something else so that it didn't happen to him. Right. So you get this sort of split, he had to imagine it was werewolves and not men because that was more horrible to think of. So, there's a little bit of psychology stuff going on here, but it's
they don't really explain.
It's not random, and it's
movie.
not. I don't think it's random, and I don't think it's stupid. It's like this is just how his mind did it.
Yeah.
I really wish.
And the other one, real quick, let me knock out my negatives of the movie. Yeah. The other one is the conversation at the end with Sean Penn and Laura Linney, with Jimmy and his wife. The way it was portrayed in the movie, I thought was a little bit cheesy and a little bit overacted. Where I thought in the book you understand that these characters, Jimmy and Annabeth, are sort of cut from the same cloth in a way. You think they both grew up in these hard, tough situations, and they help each other grow through this. And you get the vibe that she's tough in that way that Jimmy is. But the way it's portrayed in the movie, she seems like a psychopath.
Yeah, she's just like normal, and then all of a sudden,
because it comes from nowhere. In the book, it's more you can make her say it in whatever tone is in your head. And her portrayal, Laura Linney, I think is amazing. I love Laura Linney.
She's awesome.
But that speech or that little monologue at the end was Truman Show, dude.
Truman Show, Laura Linney, let's go.
She was the lawyer in the Emily Rose movie.
Yeah,
she's good, but I didn't like that. I thought it was a little bit hokey.
It was weird.
They should have done different shots of it or something. Because her getting all horny at him, confessing that he killed his friend, was really weird.
That was so hard.
Yeah,
and even dude, and I told you I watched this yesterday with my mom and my sister, and my mom goes, "Is she a fucking psychopath?" Straight up, my mom said that, and I was like, dude, yeah, she kind of is coming off that way, huh? So that was her, and she ended up not caring for this movie that much. And I don't know if I caught it the first time I watched it, or if I was just like, oh, that's kind of like the book, or if I was doing that thing.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so when I watched it yesterday, I was like, dude, that's weird. And it doesn't fit, and it's weird. And the other thing is, and this is the last thing I'll say on it, the weird operatic shot of when Sean Penn finds out about his daughter.
This is my daughter!
And the camera goes up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a little bit
That's
much.
like the scene.
It is the scene.
I know. Scene, dude.
But that's like... Well,
it won him an Oscar.
You're right.
It won him an Oscar.
You're right. I might be the outlier.
It won him an oxygen tank.
He did get oxygen.
He got oxygen.
Tell
on
them
that.
what happened because you looked into this.
So I looked into this. So the scene where Sean Penn finds out that when him and his brother-in-laws and brothers break into the park, the Savage Brothers, the Savage Brothers, as typecast as you can absolutely get when it comes to like East Coast, figure it out mobsters, right?
Hey, you got those bolt cutters? Get in there.
Yeah, exactly. Like as typecast as you can, as stereotype as you can absolutely get when it comes to East Coast mobsters, are gonna figure it out themselves.
Yeah.
You got the Savage Brothers, right? So they break into the park, they go in, they're marching in, and it's the scene of the scenes in the movie, man. It's Sean Penn confronting Kevin Bacon, saying, "Look me in the eye, tell me that's my daughter." Blah blah blah. He's, literally running out of breath.
Oh,
they were
and
expecting
the cops are like piling on.
Yeah,
The
dude.
16 cops.
And it goes in a bird's eye view, like it pans out to a bird's eye view, and he's just literally just like,
Yeah.
They were literally
I
expecting
mean, I
to
get
hear,
it. It's an emotional moment.
Yeah, it is.
But I just it looked a little hokey to me.
They were originally going to hire 6 cops.
They were
did
supposed
a
to
little
say
bit more.
cut.
They got real cops in there.
They were supposed to
Yeah,
say.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And they said, you better hold him down because he's not going to be acting.
Yeah.
Well, he sure as
That
hell
was-
wasn't acting, man, because he went so hard to the point where they brought an oxygen tank out and had to revive him with an oxygen tank.
my God.
'Cause- yeah, straight up. So, yeah, that's a fact, man. Like he was going so balls out on that scene, thinking that they're gonna say cut. Everyone else too. They were literally just looking at each other like, dude, is Clint gonna say cut on this? Like,
It was perfect.
no, and Clint said, let's go with it, man. And they went with it. They went with it, and he was just balling out.
Damn.
I think one
And
of
then
the,
he balled out so much that passed out in the oxygen tank.
one of the
But
hardest.
it got him an Oscar. It got
Yeah.
him the award, dude.
Yeah.
It got him the award.
The
Same with
scene-
Tim Robbins.
this-
What do you
Did
think?
he?
What Tim Robbins got best supporting
this?
actor? Yeah, in that movie.
Oh, nice.
What
was-
scene you think got Tim Robbins best supporting actor? Was it right before he got killed by Jimmy?
No, it had to have been.
Was
Like
it the
what?
scene in
No,
the
I think it was-
bar?
Explaining to Celeste.
In the bar?
Oh, in the
Where
bar.
he was being like,
No, that wouldn't have gotten him anything because anybody can do that scene.
Like what scene? What scene?
Just
What
remember
scene?
the Sprite. I'm thinking of
Hey,
the
you
Sprite.
think
What?
you think they're gonna? Oh, the interrogation.
give me a Sprite.
Yeah.
Give
I
me
think
a
you said
Sprite.
bar.
It was in the bar.
No, that was the interrogation room.
No,
that's
yeah,
where
he's getting
Sprite-
interrogated.
Oh, I'm mixing them. Yes, yes.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I like that.
That was pretty good.
That was actually pretty spot on with the book. too.
Yeah, that
But
was
the
real.
way they acted that scene out
Yeah,
compared
that was
to the
very.
book. I
That
was
was like
that
ripped
was
right out of the
spot
chapter.
on, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, man, actually, good point without the Sprite because that probably is what got Oscar worthy performance. Because he nailed it.
there
He
was a
fucking
part.
nailed it.
There was a
Tim
part-
Robbins. I think Tim Robbins nailed the part better than Sean Penn to get the Oscar for that movie. I think
Honestly,
Tim
yeah.
Robbins,
If Tim Robbins won that, I would have been like, yeah.
Tim Robbins won Best Supporting Actor for Dave Boyle. Sean Penn won Best Lead Actor for Jimmy Markham.
Which they both did great jobs, but
They
I
both
think
did
Tim.
awesome.
I think Tim probably takes it.
I
home.
think
He might have been
I
a
think
little
Tim
bit
Robbins
better.
was way better
They
as
all
Dave
fit
Boyle.
their characters pretty well.
Oh, man.
like that's that. Like Dave, that's like
Even Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon didn't get nominated for anything, but Kevin Bacon killed it as Sean.
Well,
Penn.
Kevin
Yeah.
Bacon apparently was supposed to be Michael Keaton.
someone was
Sean Devine was supposed to be Michael Keaton,
Really?
and then they had some creative differences. And
Bill Murray was supposed to be Jimmy,
Interesting.
or he got casted or something. He auditioned for it.
well, that probably would not have
That would
worked.
have been weird.
I don't know that I like Bill Murray, but Jimmy's not a funny character.
Yeah, exactly.
Jimmy's definitely not a funny character. I also heard that Dennis Lehane. Did we talk about this? That Dennis Lehane, the author of this book, came up with the concept because he got a ride from some strangers, and his mom gave him a hard time about it. She was like, "What the fuck are you getting in a car, people you don't know?" And he was thinking about that, like, what if it had gone wrong? And that kind of that was the conception of the idea of this character Dave getting mixed up in this. So Dennis Lehane said that. He also said, because this was getting a lot of praise, the book that he wrote, Mystic River, that his publicist or agent or whatever, he was getting calls from movie studios, like producers and whatever, to make some kind of adaptation of this. and he turned everybody down. He even told his publicist or whatever the job is, do not call me about this anymore. Straight up, I'm not interested in getting this made into a movie.
What?
Stop bothering me. And then the publicist called and was like, "Hey, I got a phone call, and I think you'd be interested in this. Somebody wants to turn your book into a movie." And he was like, "What did I tell you?" And she was like, "It's Clint Eastwood." And he goes,
All right.
"I want to talk to him." So he talked to Clint Eastwood and was like, "Okay, you can do it."
That's cool.
Fucking awesome, dude. Because, like, imagine that, dude. Somebody as iconic as Clint Eastwood. Like, I had to move the poster over here.
I mean, dude.
That motherfucker.
He wants to turn your story into a movie.
Name the movies that Clint Eastwood directed. Now. Would Mystic River pop off your head right now?
It's the only one I know.
It would be $1 Million Baby, probably.
For me, it'd be...
That would be the first. That'd be the first one.
For me, it'd be Unforgiven, Gran Turismo.
Yeah. Gran Torino. Gran Torino. No, it's Torino.
It's Turismo.
That's a game.
It's a good video game. Gran Turismo is a PlayStation game. Gran Torino.
Yeah, you're right.
Is the Clint Eastwood movie. Someone's little sunken Boston lockers, bro. Play some Gran Turismo when we're done here. Yeah, so $1 Million Baby was great. But yeah, so this one, and you mentioned there's
A Perfect World.
Yeah, A Perfect World.
Gotta watch. We're gonna do that one next.
We'll talk about it. But while we're talking about the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly poster, motherfucking Eli Wallach is in this. He's fucking dude. Ugly Tuco from this movie is the guy that owns Looney Liquor.
Scary, huh? Scarier than a glass of milk, right?
In the movie. So he's the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. The guy that plays the Ugly is the liquor store owner.
The Looney Liquor guy.
The Looney Liquor guy. The one that's like, what, am I senile?
Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah. That's wild.
That's Eli Wallach, bro.
That's wild, dude.
Dude, love it. And he's my favorite character in the movie. When was the last time you watched Good and Bad and the Ugly?
20 years.
He is the funniest character. He's my favorite character in that movie. I moved everything around in the room. Those of you that have keep it up with our videos, I moved everything.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I moved everything, yeah. Eli Wallach, dude. When I saw him, I was like, no way. We've got apples on the desk. Chris didn't know why that was. Nor did he know why I brought chocolate. So, in the book, one of the details that keeps coming up.
Big detail.
Huge detail.
Apples.
When Dave gets in the car of those abductors.
It's full of fucking apple cores. And it reeks of apples.
He smells apples.
Like right off the bat.
So that smell of apples is a recurring memory for him. So the detail of, and that is how memory works, is smell is linked to memory a lot. So he gets the smell of apples and it reminds him of
makes him sick, I'm sure.
So that, and then their parents, and this isn't mentioned in the movie.
Isn't. It's not at all.
Because in the book, these guys are not really they're not best friends.
In
the movie
they make it seem like
friends.
They're neighborhood chum friends, man. In the book,
they're not like they seem like best friends in the movie.
In the book,
because they go and write their names. That doesn't happen in the book.
In the book, they're just like neighborhood acquaintances. They're like
they hang out because their dads work at the chocolate factory.
Yeah.
So their dads smell like chocolate too. They were saying how
all the time.
That their home and their dad's clothes smell like chocolate all the time.
Huh.
So that's like in the book, they're literally just like not neighborhood kids, but just like
they're kind of neighborhood kids.
Yeah, they are.
They're just near each other.
They are,
so
but they're
friends.
One's more privileged than the other. Which one's the more privileged kid? Sean's the more privileged kid.
Yeah, I think Sean's the more privileged
than the
kid.
others.
What's the Sprite about? Tell us about the Sprite.
We already talked about the Sprite.
We already talked about it on here?
Yeah, so in the movie.
Oh, that's.
I don't think this is in the book. This is definitely a movie.
It's in the book.
Is it in the book too?
It's in the book and the movie.
In the movie for sure. They're in the interrogation scene and Dave calls Sean a bitch.
Yeah,
you're somebody's bitch.
That was crazy.
Because he's like, hey, what are we doing with that Sprite? I found that scene to be riveting.
it's riveting because we don't get further intel about that going into it. Because in the book, we go into Dave's head knowing that he has this taste towards Sean because Sean was as we just mentioned, he was kind of the privileged one growing up. Mm-hmm. He was never really the neighborhood kid growing up, right? And he's the one that got the police job. All the women drop their panties when he's in the room. Like he's like the one to get jealous about.
Yeah.
And he picks up on that. And he's there's like a little
there's
jealousy.
like hang-ups. They have like hang-ups.
There's a little jealousy factor. There's a little jealousy factor behind it. You know?
Yeah,
pretty
it's cool. Did you thought the movie was pretty awesome, right?
I think what happened was I thought it was like I was like
how self-satisfying is it for him to be in the interrogation room to ask for a Sprite and then ask him for a meal and be like, you are somebody's bitch, Dave. Or Sean.
Oh, and then he gets the one up on him.
Yeah. And he's like
when he's like well, somebody stole my car, so you might want to ask them.
Yeah.
Boom.
that was a win right
I was like, Tim Robbins,
dude, that scene.
I want to hear what
there.
you were saying. I want to hear what you were saying.
At first I was like, damn, this movie just makes me. It's good. It just makes me feel anxious. But then I looked into one clip about the writer and what he likes to write about, how life is full of gray areas, and those stories are his favorite to tell. And this story is that. It's very gray. Like, you kill this guy you think is the killer, but he ends up not being the killer. How do you feel about all these things? And that made it really... I was like, okay, I get it now. It's really good. Really high rating.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
So, would this... If you were going through some of the books that movies that we did that had a book, that were based on a book, is this on the list of ones that you might want to read just because of...
Well, yeah, the way you guys say it. It sounds
Would
really
you would you read this book?
Well, I'd like to say I would. I just put them on the back burner.
I wish you would, man.
I think this one I would like to read it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
It's really good. Would you help me get rid of evidence?
She'd eat them.
She would help me. Trixie's loyal. She would help me.
Your significant other, a chick, comes in, bloody and gashed, and gives you a weird scenario saying, "Hey, someone tried to mug me, and I killed them. Probably
May have killed them.
Probably.
It's different if it's a chick, though.
Is it?
You could probably just call the police and everything's okay.
So that's not what they did in the book, in the movie, and that's how we have a book.
Well,
in
it's
the movie.
also
if it's a woman,
it's also you're asking
killing
if
a
it's
guy
lady.
with a
So now we
attacker.
so now we go back into that theme of
Well,
the male versus.
But in the eyes of the law, it's way different. Like, if you have a female versus a male, I think a lot of judges immediately kind of give the woman the benefit of the doubt.
yeah, it would make more sense to just be like, we need to go to the police station, make sure you're okay. We need to go to the hospital. Like, most dudes wouldn't be like, she's like, no, I can't go to. If she was like, I can't go to the hospital, I'd be like, this bitch is crazy. I wouldn't be.
This bitch is crazy.
I wouldn't be cool with it.
That's so weird.
What?
I would probably.
What? What would you do?
That's just a double standard.
Wait, what?
That's such a double standard, though. Like,
it is.
Well, no.
It is.
Well, it is.
It
Yeah,
is.
because they're not gonna get scrutinized.
But that's how it is.
They're not gonna get scrutinized as much as you would or I would. If I came home bloody and messed up and gave some bullshit story, they're gonna be like, you did something. If it's a girl, they'd be like, oh my god, are you okay?
Personally, what I would have done,
I
would have immediately called the police. Yeah, this guy tried to attack me.
Well, you know
this is what happened.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is in the book, because we get Celeste's perspective, she goes through all the motions in her head about like, how do I, because like this doesn't happen really in the movie.
It really
she goes,
doesn't.
How do I get rid of all the stuff? She's like, okay.
She really goes through it.
She goes, okay, I need to like bleach the drains.
That's the kind of person you would
bleaching
want.
the drains. Exactly.
She bleaches the drains. She figures she's gonna burn the clothes.
She figures out when
she couldn't do it forever.
Well,
can't
okay,
hold
but the
on to
issue
that.
was if she thought
She
he might have done
she could've done
something.
it forever, but until she found out about Kitty's death.
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
That's the
yeah.
ticket.
You can't.
Because you go, oh, she might have
shit.
he might have killed my niece,
And he's also acting crazy.
and he acts crazy. So
And he's
like,
acting weird. Yeah.
Again, we get why she makes the decisions in the movie, but like, I don't know. I mean, again, she's not like and there's the thing too is like we also see, because we get her perspective, that she is like going through the motions of her day-to-day life before this happens. So she's like contemplating on, oh, I'm just like having to do laundry again and I'm having to do this again. And then all of a sudden, this exciting thing happens, even though it's like something she wished wouldn't happen. Like, who wants to get woken up and find out their husband might have killed somebody and thrown a wrench into whatever? She's kind of excited by it. Like, do you remember that? You probably didn't read it as recently as I did, but she's kind of excited by the concept. And it reminded me of
Something exciting.
it reminded me of Goodfellas. There's a part where in Goodfellas, the narration of the wife, and she's like, you know, whenever somebody asked me to hide a gun, you know, my girlfriends would have called the cops immediately or stopped talking to them. You know, I gotta admit, it turned me on. So I kind of feel like that kind of happens here, where she like, cause she's about it. She's like, okay, I gotta like wash everything, and you know, all this. She goes through all the things, and then until
That's how it seems. That's how it seems in the book. In the book,
Yeah.
it seems like Celeste is like,
yeah,
"Oh my God, babe, you just did this. I'm all about you.
let's
I'll
fucking
do
figure
whatever.
it out.
Let's figure this out.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you."
Yeah, the movie doesn't do that part justice.
No, it really doesn't.
Yeah.
A little bit. She's washing
She's
clothes. She's
caring
washing.
about him,
She's washing.
but she's also very freaked out. in the movie.
She's more of a scared, fearful character in the movie.
Yeah, they do make her a little bit more anxious, but also, you know, most of the story.
She's on her heels the whole time. In the movie.
Yeah, most of the story. I mean, we don't really get to hang out with her before any of this stuff happens.
Yeah.
You know, my mom mentioned that. She was like, why is Tim Robbins like acting weird the whole movie, and why is Marcia Gay Harden acting weird the whole movie? And I was like, Ma, we only see them for a second before something happens. We see Tim Robbins talking to his son about playing baseball, and it's like so mundane. The rest of the movie is after he fucking murdered a guy.
Yeah.
So like obviously
That's where
he's acting weird the whole movie because he's dealing with it. Marcia Gay Harden, she's dealing with what could be her husband murdering her niece.
It's the only downfall I have on the movie is I wish they would have explained some backstory a little bit more.
Just would have had to be longer.
So
Really.
So Dave going nuts and actually, when they reveal that he actually did kill a pedophile, I wish they would have gone to that a little bit earlier in the movie.
Oh yeah, they kind of just said he
They-
killed
they-
a
they
guy.
just-
He
they
said he
just-
killed a
Yeah,
guy.
they should have expanded on that more.
Yeah,
He's like, okay.
They should have
he
left
was a
the
pedophile that was getting
Sean's
his
phone
dick
calls
sucked?
out. Yeah, and there's a child prostitute in the book.
Okay.
that they don't bring up until you really don't see
Well,
it until
you're
that scene.
under the impression the way that this guy writes the chapter is you go, okay, he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything to Katie, but maybe he did something to some child
Yeah. Yeah.
because he like
it happened to him.
yeah, and so you're like, because he mentions, you know, you're in his head too, and he's like, well, I did go and I did see that little boy prostitute, and you're like, what?
For a certain, yeah, exactly.
So
For a
it, like,
certain
leads you
part
to
of the
think
movie-
you
yeah, it leads you
could-
to think that, like, oh my God, did the boy come out and do that to another boy? Yeah, there's a
So
certain
it
part
does
of the-
lead you to think he could have done
There's a certain
something.
part, yeah,
And then you see he's absolved in that, and he's like, no, he stopped somebody from doing something to the kid.
exactly. But the movie doesn't really do that justice at all.
No.
The movie very vaguely explains that. I wish the movie would have explained that a little bit better.
Again, the movie's constrained by time. How much time do we have?
You know what they did a really good job of? The fatherly
The movie could've been-
grief. Like,
Yeah.
Him grieving and him seeing his daughter dead on the fucking table.
Oh no, Sean
trying
Sean
to-
Penn was great in that movie.
That's kind of what
there-
this movie. That's what's the
There's a
the
reason why-
main point of it.
There's a reason why he won an Oscar for that movie. Like he killed it in that movie. So did Tim Robbins. There's a reason why those guys won.
You know what? What the fuck was the thing with the Sean's wife?
In the book, it wasn't necessarily like that, where they just like talked to each other and she was just silent, or she would call.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Was it?
Yeah.
She would call. And
But we
she would
understand.
say
But the reason why she's gone is because he found out that she cheated on him,
Right.
and that their kid might not be his.
Right.
Yeah, but they don't explain that in the movie.
No. They right.
They did not.
So they should have left it out of the movie. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything for the plot at
Right.
all.
It does for Sean's character.
That's about.
Yeah, but
It's-
but you don't. But did they explain? Did you know why she was calling and not saying anything?
No, yeah, I'm like, okay. But I was just happy for him at the end, I guess. He said, "Oh, he's got."
Well, right. It was if I were on Mr. Eastwood's team, I would have been like, "Hey, there's no reason to do this part of it if you're not going to go all the way with it."
Sure.
You're right. It does add to Sean's character that, like you said, it's because again, this is like male coded.
Silence.
Why we deal with it like that?
Yeah.
That's why Dave deals with what he deals with like that. So a couple things here. So we got Sean Penn, Tim Robbins, Kevin Bacon. We talked about them. Lawrence Fishburne. We got Emmy Rossum. Can we fucking shout out Emmy Rossum real quick? The Katie. The reason why I want to shout her out is because we've been going through this Victorian era of reading things and whatever, and you actually made a cameo on our League of Extraordinary Gentlemen video. You popped your head in and said,
Oh,
"Hey," to
yeah.
the camera. He did. He came home while we were filming, and he said hi to the camera. So we read. I read War of the Worlds, Invisible Man. You and I read Frankenstein.
Yep.
We're gonna do Dracula.
Yep.
So we've been going through sort of this Victorian thing. The reason I bring all that up is Emmy Rossum played the main girl in Phantom of the Opera.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Katie, the gal that gets murdered.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then now I don't think the show's still going on, but like in modern times, I guess she's more recently known for a show called Shameless.
Yeah.
Which
That's where I know her from.
absolutely hate that show. I hate that show.
I've never seen it.
It's
but
garbage,
I've heard,
dude. Don't
I've
even.
heard good things.
People
about
love it. People love it.
I've heard
It's
good things about
poverty.
it.
It's just poverty.
Okay.
I don't like it.
I
It's poverty, dude. It's poverty porn.
don't know why I think of it like the office of like a city like Chicago or something. That's what it reminds me of.
This is disgusting. I hate that show. But
I've never seen it,
Emmy
so-
Rossum is fucking beautiful, dude.
Emmy Rossum.
I got the hots for Emmy Rossum, dude.
Yeah.
You ever come to San Antonio, Ms. Rossum? I will. I'd like to we can read Mystic River if you want. So Emmy Rossum's in this. Eli Wallach we talked about. Thomas, I don't know how to say this. Geary?
Who's that?
Smalls from Sandlot.
You're killing me, Smalls!
Katie's boyfriend.
What?
Oh, he is.
Yeah, that's Smalls. Which is crazy because the last time you were here, we did Frankenstein. We hung out in the living room. The three of us, Chris came and joined us for the conversation. And we were like listening to music. And we were like scrolling through
Yeah.
movies and shit. And we were like, dude, you got to watch Sandlot. Remember that?
That's Smalls. Holy
That's
shit.
Smalls, dude.
So Brendan
Oh, you
Harris
know
is
what?
Smalls.
Brendan Harris is
That
Smalls.
does remind me.
Do you know who his brother is?
The kid from Unbreakable.
The kid from the Gladiator.
Yeah.
Gladiator. Yeah, dude.
We watched Unbreakable. So the silent kid, the mute kid,
Yeah.
was the son from Unbreakable.
Oh, I see it now. I see it.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
he's,
does
he's in
remind me.
all the M. Night Shyamalan movies.
Katie's boyfriend, was the way he acted.
Oh, he was good in
That
the
was
end.
good.
When he like flips the chair
That
around,
was
he's like,
good.
sit. And he grabs it. I was like,
Yes.
dude, beat the shit out of these kids. Hell yeah.
And
So
he
yeah,
did. He really did.
That's Smalls, dude.
That's Smalls. Wow.
Crazy.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Smalls fucking rules.
And you have the Emperor's kid in Gladiator
Yeah.
as the deaf mute kid.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Marcia Gay Harden, she was the crazy lady from The Mist.
Whitey.
Whitey. Yeah, isn't that
Whitey.
funny? Dude, when I saw him, I was
I
like, dude,
think-
they got Lawrence Fishburne to be Whitey? That's so funny.
I think Whitey and Sean's character, their relationship is pretty interesting in the movie compared to the book. In the book, it seems like it's more like work related.
Yeah.
Like in the movie,
Well, and also in the book, Sean's character he just got off suspension.
that's right.
Yeah.
Was it
He just
for
got
what?
in trouble for like drinking on the job or something.
Yeah. So he's
Right? He got in trouble for
something
some-
like that.
it was
He's
something
very
like that.
very like John McClane type of character. Like just like
So Whitey doesn't even really want to work with him that much.
Yeah, so
that's
so-
kind of what the tension is in the book,
The-
where it's like we're kind of stuck.
Yeah, that's
They do
how I
seem
got
to have
Whitey's
more of a
character.
camaraderie in the movie.
I
like
get
that.
noticed
Whitey's
felt
character
it
as
was
more
the
like
generic,
a.
partners,
Cops.
detective
Yeah.
partners.
I get Whitey's character is more like an older figure too. In the book, like I've been around, I'm stuck with this.
Yeah,
kid.
in Whitey's older. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Whitey's
right.
like way
Whitey's
older,
Yeah,
like super wise. Like, oh man, you don't know cop shit. I know cop shit. This is what you.
yeah,
need
they
to
do.
know.
They
Yeah.
do get on each other about that.
Yeah.
There's also
Maybe that was in the movie a little bit, but in the movie, it just seems like Fishburne and Bacon were like.
There's
partners for
also
a long
a,
time. Like,
yeah.
there's a camaraderie there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a plot thread that they don't examine in the movie, where Katie's at the bar and she gets approached by a friend of her ex-boyfriend,
They don't touch that.
who's
at
like a
all
tough
in
guy,
the movie.
and so they have to consider that he's a suspect also.
Yeah.
So it's not just they're not just looking at Brendan; they're looking at
it's like their boss's daughter. Right?
yeah,
her
something like
boss's
that. I don't
daughter.
remember
Yeah.
what the relationship is, but he's like some tough guy.
Yeah.
He's like one of the he's like one of the savages, kind of.
So
like
they
that.
just took
Yeah.
that out. They just took that.
They took
out.
it. Well, it's just a smart move for the movie's
Yeah.
part. But like in the book, there is a bit of a plot thread where they're like,
It's someone that she used to date.
yeah,
That was like
and the friend of him
some hard ass
confronts
daughter.
her
Yeah.
at the bar, and he's like,
You don't want
think
this
your boyfriend?
reputation."
You think your boyfriend's gonna like you, finding out that you're in this bar dancing around and shit? Go home.
Yeah.
He like confronts
just
her.
being very like
They don't show
douchey, condescending.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dickhead. So that was an interesting part of the book. There's a lot going on here. Dave is watching when he goes on his little vampire talk.
Yeah.
He's watching a movie called Vampires. It's a John Carpenter movie with James Woods. That's what he's watching. Now, I don't remember if that's in the book or if it's just a shout out from Clint Eastwood to John Carpenter. But that's what he's watching.
Vampire watching and how Celeste reacts towards it and his reaction towards it simultaneously is kind of what breaks open the book and the movie. Do you think I killed Katie? And he turns hysterical from that.
They
Based off of
don't
watching
show it
that.
in the movie, but she leaves with the kids.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
She goes to an Econo Lodge with Michael.
Yeah,
Like straight
she
up
leaves.
leaves. They don't
And
talk about
Dave
that in
is
the-
thinking, maybe she'll come back.
Yeah.
And he's like, I think
Probably for the best.
his drinking is way worse in the book too, right?
It's kind of on par. I take it as on par. Like
I feel like he's like kind of. I guess maybe they do. He is kind of drunk kind of the whole
I don't
time.
remember him drinking in the movie except for that one scene.
in the book, he's not like drinking throughout the book, but it's known that he's
Well, he's like mentally struggling with everything,
well, yeah.
which is why I think in the ending, because this is we haven't talked about this yet. The ending, whenever he relents and he finally goes, "I did it." He tells Jimmy he did it.
why does he admit? Okay, why does he admit to Jimmy that
he did it when he didn't
Because
do
he
it?
didn't want to die.
Yeah, so people go a couple different ways on this. So I've heard that argument.
I'd
that
say that's why.
he says it
so that-
because
that's
Jimmy
easy- it's
Jimmy
easy to
basically
say.
tells him, "I'm not going to kill you if you say it. I just need to hear you say it."
I was like, damn, he's gonna kill him either way. He's just gonna.
That's
kill
what
him
I
either
thought.
way.
I was like, he's going to kill him either way.
Unfortunately.
I feel like Jimmy was going to kill him either way because of the line he said about how silence is the easy way out. Like, silence is like, this is the easy part.
What do you mean?
He talks about his mom going through death right before he kills Dave. About how
This was in the book.
it's in the movie.
Oh.
Right before it, he says, something is the struggling part, silence and death is the easy part. And right before he shoots him in that scene, he says, this is the easy part, Dave. And then poof, he shoots him, right? That's the silence, right?
No, he says death is the easy part. The dying is the hard part.
There it is. Yeah. And yeah. He equates it to like his mom going through
Because
it.
no, he was talking about because his wife
His wife went through it, right?
got cancer while he was in
While he
prison.
was in
Katie's
prison,
mom.
right.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
I remember
That's
that.
right.
Yeah. So he was talking about how
Which is why he
he
killed
took
Ray.
he
Which is why he
took
killed Ray.
it away. He took
Yeah.
the fact he couldn't be with her while that was happening.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's why he killed Ray.
That's why he killed Ray.
Yeah. Brendan's father.
Yes.
So
Which is
Where-
why
where
they
I-
get
where
500
I landed on it,
which is
but
why they get 500
I don't
bucks
know
a
if
month.
I don't know if I'm trying to get psychologically too deep here, but I was thinking that Dave admits to it because he's aware that this is the end for him. He's aware that he's going to get killed.
Do you think that's his last gasp?
I think was struggling with everything and was like, maybe I just don't want to do this anymore.
Just end me.
Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of where I landed, where I was like, his life sucks. How long has he been struggling? He's probably not seeing it. He's probably not seeing a therapist.
No.
We are unsure how often he's going and doing vigilante shit.
That was
Is that the first time he did that?
One-time thing.
There's no way that was the first time he did that.
Really?
I don't think so.
I mean,
why did he know where the kid prostitutes were hanging out?
That doesn't seem like something that happens.
It's known in the book that that's where they're hanging out, in that like sect of town, in that area of town, in that where like those area bars and that they make it known.
He probably has done it before, man.
That's not a bad argument. That's really not a bad argument.
This guy,
and that's his.
And he walks by.
He goes by a different personality called the Boy. So
yeah, you're underneath all of this. He
doesn't know. He also doesn't know when he's the boy. And also,
he lives in the same town where this shit happened, and everybody
he's right
in
down
town,
the street from it.
Everybody in town knows that something happened to him.
Dude, it doesn't. They don't say it in the movie, but Jimmy says it in the book, alluding to what you said. The guy just didn't belong in the neighborhood, man.
Yeah, he should have got the fuck out.
As soon as he got in that car.
I do have to say, the movie did a really good job by bookending two things. The getting in the car, and then them seeing him in the back of the car, and them driving off, and then he gets, abducted. The ending shot.
They've seen it.
The ending shot.
They've seen it like that. Yeah, they've seen it like that.
Of him
going with the Savage Boys.
Yeah. It's shot like the same way. And then
I noticed that and I was like,
and then
we're not at the end of the movie.
It just so happens that Dave is the one that's writing in the cement when that guy says something. He doesn't get to finish writing his name.
Yeah.
His childhood was stolen from him.
100%.
This is just a story about how Dave got fucked.
I mean,
yeah.
Well, the most. Jeez.
That's a good analogy about how he didn't get to finish writing his name.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Someone, yeah.
That makes sense.
But it makes sense. Yeah, 100%.
So yeah,
100%.
What a gripping, sad. I mean, we don't get any really happy endings here.
Exactly. That's why I was like, man, fuck, that sucks. This movie.
Well, I know, but also like
in a day of age where you want to think who wins and who loses in a story, who wins in this movie?
Exactly. That's what I was saying about the writer. It's very gray.
Who wins?
It's that gray area where.
Did Sean win? No, not necessarily.
None of them win.
Because he's still on the hunt.
But no one. Dave's the only one that loses, I guess.
Did Dave win? No, because he's dead. Does Jimmy win? Because he's still the king of the
Celeste.
No, he's a killer.
No, because he wanted
Celeste doesn't win because Celeste isn't a fucking parent. She has no idea where her husband is.
The other thing is,
does
with Katie,
Annabeth and Jimmy win? Annabeth and Jimmy wins.
The other thing with Katie is,
it's wild to think that
Dave asked the Savage Brothers. He's like, why did Jimmy stop? He was the fucking best. Everybody praises how good of a criminal he was. You guys like look up to him and shit. Like, why did he stop? And he's like, because Katie. So in the timeline of his life, being this rebellious kid and then becoming a criminal later on and then becoming like a career, like really good criminal. And then all of a sudden he has a daughter and he's like, I'm not about this shit anymore. I'm cleaning up. I'm going to buy a corner store. It's fine. The second Katie's taken out of his life,
bam,
boom, he's back in.
19 years for that.
The second she's taken away from him.
That's a pretty big reason. I mean, yeah.
And he's like, okay, I just murdered a guy. And it wasn't even the guy.
Yeah. See, and that's when I'm talking about
he got over it so fast off a parade.
Well, his wife.
Well, the book makes it seem like this guy's king of the fucking neighborhood, man. Like,
afterwards, when he points the gun, he's like, okay, Jimmy.
And yeah, Annabeth hooks up with him, knowing that he can't really get touched.
Yeah, man.
Wild. Wild.
Mystic River kicks fucking ass, guys.
It does.
It's a
Watch it, read
What?
it, absorb it,
Mr. River. Yeah.
watch it.
It sucks, but it's a great movie.
You're not the only one that said that. I've
That's how
heard
I
that.
feel
I've heard
about it.
people be like, "Man, this movie made me feel like shit."
I hate it, but
But-
it's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, great story.
It's a great movie because it makes you feel like
Am I
shit.
gonna rewatch it? Probably not. But I'm gonna feel it.
You know what? I think you should actually. This is one of those ones that I think you should rewatch, knowing what's going on, and then being able to put what all the pieces are.
Maybe I'll read it, but oh man, I don't want to feel it again. I don't want to watch it again.
Read it. Honestly, after watching the movie, read it. Get in those characters' heads. Know what they.
It does sound interesting. The
It's
way you put it.
dude. Getting into Sean's head. Getting about his
Getting
wife,
into their character's head
Getting-
is really interesting.
I like that.
getting into Dave's head right before he gets murdered. Pretty interesting, man.
Sounds terrible.
It's interesting.
Damn, Emmy Rossum, dude.
Oh my god, I'm thinking about Dave over here. How sad it is.
Tim Robbins won an Oscar.
No, I'm talking about Emmy Rossum, like
I know. I know
present
what
day Emmy Rossum.
you're.
Sean Penn won an Oscar on this movie.
You know what's funny though? Sean Penn.
I think this movie was also nominated for Best Picture.
I think it was
I think it
nominated
was.
too.
I think it was. But
so
we were having the discussion about Frankenstein last time, about its validity, about its Oscar nominations.
about the Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah,
Trash.
this was valid in its
Yeah,
Oscar nominations.
absolutely. This definitely deserves some.
Now that we've
accolades.
had 22, 23 years.
All right, let's close it up, guys. We're done here. So, unless you guys have anything else to say,
No, go watch and read Mystic fucking River
it-
and anything Clint Eastwood did.
It
And
might
shout
feel
out,
like shit.
you're gonna feel like shit.
But it's
also,
okay.
Speaking
shout
of
out
feeling
San Antonio Public Library.
always. Speaking of feeling like shit, me, Brandon, and Arian are planning on talking about James O'Barr's The Motherfucking Crow. So that's going to be oncoming. We've got some ridiculous pictures in here.
There's
so-
the iconography in this is ridiculous.
insane. And then I'm
Oh,
on
yes.
like chapter 8, dude.
I
Dracula.
want chapter 11. We're gonna do this, dude.
Dracula is so fucking sweet.
Francis
I
Ford
don't love it
Coppola.
as much as Frankenstein, but it's fucking awesome.
It's so good.
Yeah, so we're gonna be bringing y'all.
silly. It's
we're
so
gonna bring y'all
silly.
another one of our like Frankenstein discussions where we're both gonna read Dracula, and then we're gonna talk about the
Coppola
Francis
movie?
Ford Coppola. It's so funny, bro. It's great.
Dracula?
Dracula is so funny,
It's
dude.
funny?
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Like and subscribe. Tell us what we should make Chris watch next. I wanted to thank you for going down this with us because this was going to be a discussion with just Arian and me, and you know the fact that you wanted to turn up for the movie and watch it and check
I
out.
was in the mood.
And yeah, and you
I was
knocked. You were
ready
just
for
like,
it.
hey, I might watch it today, and then like a couple hours later, he's like, I just finished it. So,
I was just finished it. I feel like shit.
yeah, he's like, I fucking hate that. No, so we're gonna keep going. Dennis Lehane also wrote a book called Gone Baby Gone, which they made a movie about, and then he did a few other ones.
I want to read this one, Small Mercies.
There's one where he's got like a team of detectives, and he's written like 6 maybe novels about this detective team, and then he wrote Shutter Island.
Oh, I want to watch that.
DiCaprio movie.
So
Okay.
if you're down,
Shutter
we'll
Island
read
might be
Shutter
one.
Island and
Shutter
we'll,
Island might be
we'll,
one,
we'll,
yeah.
we'll do it.
That's that one.
And that's Dennis Lehane. So I got to read more of this motherfucker's novels.
Same.
Dude. This is
Same.
my first one,
Same.
and I'm like, this shit kicks ass.
I thought Mr. River was very well written. I was hooked. I was ready to read it every night I came home.
Bamboozled.
Great.
All right, we're out, guys. See y'all next time.
Bye.
Good shit, man.
Count fucking Chocula, bro.
Count Chocula.